Hello, friends. Panic here, and welcome to my game of 2024. I would be surprised if I have another game between now and the end of this year that makes me enjoy World of Tanks as much as this one here. This game is an example of teamwork, an insane comeback, fantastic dynamics, and really quite a shocking ending. So stay tuned. Enjoy, because trust me, this is a banger. Today we are rolling out on Berlin, one of my favorite maps in the game. My buddy EJ and Eric over there in the CS63, who is going to try to get some nice shots into the heavy tanks. And quote, he hates playing the medium side, even if he's in a medium. So this is a bit of an interesting matchup on Berlin because we are top tier. However, the enemy team has a tier 10 medium tank platoon as well. So we got to make sure that we eliminate that platoon. However, we're in a bit of a weird spot because they've got a Kara, which has got a great turret armor. They've got the TVP and the Batchat, which can absolutely annihilate us very quickly here. And so we get up into this spot here on Berlin, which is a great way to kind of like gauge the aggressiveness of the enemy team on this map. Yeah, then, you know, we look behind us and, oh no, there's a Skoda, there's me, there's EJ, and a 416. We are alone against a much more imposing force here. And so EJ makes the correct decision to begin falling back. And yeah, that's what we do. Quick note of the tank. We're in the STB-1. This is without a doubt my favorite tier 10 tank in the entire game. Why is that? It's incredibly fast. It has a reliable, punchy gun with ridiculous DPM. It has a fantastic turret that does really great work against low-tier tanks, as well as some tier 10s. However, as soon as they start firing really high penetration heat, or they hit the cupola, it starts to mold. But you got 12 degrees of hydro-pneumatic suspension, and that's why EJ recommends that we use this position here, which I have never used before on Berlin, but as you can see, this is a great spot here. And this is an easier spot for us to use because we can probably fall back, but at the same time, we're kind of just hoping that our heavies win the other flank so that we can, you know, go aggressive. Get a nice shot right through the not thick turret of the TVP, and another one. The rate of fire is ridiculous. I know the replay you can't see it. My replay is about 5.6 seconds, I believe. But again, the TVP's got the really good heat pen, and so much to my surprise, you know, despite the fact that we absolutely clap him there, yeah, he can go right through, and you can check. I'm trying to figure out where in my turret, and I believe he just went through my mantlet. And so we get a nice shot into the Batchat because it's clear the Batchat wants to try to push the 416 on the side, but the 416 has crazy DPM now. And so we've kind of got these guys locked down. This is a good spot that we're in. But still, we got to worry about the Batchat. Not really if he makes a play like that. So Batchat's out, which is huge. Absolutely amazing. And there comes the RT party. Yeah, artillery versus STB. STB has what, like 30 millimeters of armor all over, except for the turret. So yeah, this thing against artillery is a recipe for disaster. But I can see the TVP may or may not be empty, or at least be distracted. And I've got full bond set up on this tank, so I'm confident in taking that shot with the first stabs. Now, I make a misplay here because while the communication between my platoon and I has been really strong, I did not say to EJ, hey, I'm going to move up here. And he did not say, hey, I'm going to run back. We thought we were moving together to go address the giant elephant in the room, which is the fact that the entire enemy team has obliterated us on the heavy tank flank. And so I've moved up here, and I'm locked in with this Karo. And I'm in a tough situation here because there's a T-34-2, which has big alpha on the top of the hill, and there's the Karo, which can unload a clip into me and kill me very quickly. Or I sit here and risk taking artillery fire. So I say to my friends, gentlemen, can you get back here? I'll just hold this Karo, come fight him, get rid of him for me. And while it's really enticing, like you really want to turn around the corner and go shoot the Karo, it's just not a great idea. So look at that. It's fine. I'll wait. EJ gets the nice kill on the T-34-2. This Karo is isolated, and I'm not going to risk any more hit points here. We're going to need every single one of them if we want to come back and win this game. We are down 10,000 hit points currently, but the Karo is getting obliterated now. I try to get the shot, but Egg comes through with a full reticle, full speed mode CS shot. And yeah, that sucks. Anyway, there's an important moment in the replay that I want to highlight right here. And it is at this very moment, with my team spread out. There you go. There's EJ. Where my buddy said, we can win this. Look at the enemy team. If they drive out and in front of us, we can win this game. That's what he says here. That is Egg's declaration at this moment here. So we'll have to see if it's the case. We are down 5,000 hit points, down 4 tanks, but they are spread out, and they're gonna put up a good fight. But let's see if we can put up an even better one. And so immediately, I want to just take guns out of the game. If I roll high enough, I can kill that Moishen in one hit, and I'm pretty confident that I can. Unfortunately, I low roll quite substantially, actually, and that one's just hitting the manlet. And now, you know, the Moishen's got my location, and oh my, that's an issue. There's a Barask, 2 130 PMs, and the M103 is also moving up. So this is about to get very, very, very dangerous. However, we're in a pretty interesting spread right now. Sorry to pause again. EJ is isolated, but he's in a really strong hold down spot. He can stop them pushing up from the middle. I can hold here so they can't use this path, and they can't go hold down here. Meanwhile, Egg and our 416 can fight over here to stop them from pushing. We're in a pretty strong position here. And despite the fact that we are down so many hit points, this is a good area to work with. And so let the true battle, the true insane battle work here. Now, I do not have intuition on my my STB, so I'm unable to switch to an HE round to take care of that SU-130 PM. And you can see I'm just spamming heat. At this point, I'm kind of on board with the idea of winning this game, so I'm like, whatever. Let's just load the gold and get this thing done. You can see I'm trying to figure out where this VK is. The Grom is making a bad push play, so I get the Grom out of the game, that's a very deadly gun to get out. And I've been grinding the Polish heavy tank destroyer line, and not only is it probably one of my favorite TD lines I've ever played, it's also disgusting. And so getting rid of the premium tank, which is definitely better than the tier 8 tech tree one, I'm happy to do that. Now the Brask and the 130 PM are moving up. Egg takes care of one of the 130s, and now this is rough because that 130 PM's on full health, and he can kill me in a one shot, and the Barask also can take care of me. Probably not with both one round, but definitely with two. And so I see the 130, he's making a bad play. I make a horrible miss there. I should have aimed way more to the left, but we can get the finishing here, right? Yeah, there you go. But the Barask has noticed that I fired. This Barask is coming for it, and this is where I thought this is it. He gets the one shot in, and he ricochets off my side, leaving me on 64 hit points. 20 seconds left on the cap. 300 hit points between me, our buddy EJ, and Egg. How are we going to win this game? They got out of the cap. Right there. They got out of the cap. And now, unfortunately, my shell hits the gun of the Barask. But, whoa! That M103's in a spot where he can hit me. And, oh no. I'm now realizing the artillery's got me, right? Like, there's no way the artillery lets me live here. And, unfortunately, he hits EJ. So, it is me and Egg in a 2v5 scenario. We are pulling this back. However, we have no hit points between us. But you can do as much damage at one hit point as you can at full. And so I am committed to winning this absolutely ridiculous game of World of Tanks. And so I'm thinking here, okay, the artillery could blind fire me here, and if he even so much as lands, like if he landed, in the words of Jingles, in a different postal code, it would still kill me. So I'm thinking maybe I can fall back. I'm actually communicating with Egg at this point. Where do you think I should go? Because Egg is a much better player than I am. So I'm thinking positioning-wise, where do you think I should go here? Should I disengage? And he says, yeah, try to disengage. Because if you can get some vision on the middle to make sure they're not pushing up and around, that's going to be huge. And so we're driving to get into a different spot here. Hopefully a better cover from the artillery, who we know is in the right corner if we follow the tracer. And I'm still surprised that I haven't gotten blind fire. But there we go. We catch a nice spot on the M103. I do get spotted, but I think, screw it. Let's just take the shot. Unfortunately, the M103 it has really great turret armor unless you're hitting that giant cupola. I don't quite have the spot, but them being focused on me allows Egg to try to take the damage away, try to go through. And absolutely ridiculous shot there. It just goes to the left of where I needed it to go. It just barely gets the pen with the heat round. And now, okay, the M103 being gone is huge. But 2 VKs, a WT, and an artillery are still an issue for tanks that have much less hit points than required. But this is tough here. 2 in the cap. We got to put the pressure on. We have to do something here. If we're not going to let them cap. Absolutely not. They're making the right play in capping, for sure. But we got to do something here. So Egg gets a nice spot on the VK and gets the VK out. So now we are in a 2v3. This is good. But again, the hit points are now starting to be way more equal. And I've got a little bit more time to go around. So I'm thinking, okay, where is this VK? The other one that was spotted. Is he in the cap or is the WT in the cap? So I'm going to go slowly. I'm not getting proxy spots, so I'm thinking he's going to be in the corner. Much to my surprise, he's right there. Another low roll. Awful low roll. But luckily, this thing's rate of fire is absolutely blistering. I can do it. Now, Egg tries to make a push play to get vision on whatever's in the cap, which we know is most likely the WT. I'm going to go around the long way. And oh no. It is me versus the WT. And now I decide to make a bold choice here. I heard the caliber of that gun. I know for a fact that's the big one. And I say, let's just do it. If I go this way, I'm protected from artillery. He might not be expecting me to be so aggressive. He's barely even aiming, and we get the shot. Look, his gun wasn't even the right area. And there you go. Absolutely ridiculous. We are now back in this. And in a lot of ways, we've won this game. 7 kills, 4,500 damage. Egg is up to 5k and a nice 3k from EJ, and this game has absolutely changed entirely. What an amazing carry. But here's that point. I'm sure you've had this question happen to you before as well. Do I go kill the artillery? I want that Radley Walters medal. I need that Radley Walters medal. But honestly, I'm not risking it because look, the thing is, we fought so ridiculously hard to win this game. This is one of the most well-communicated and organized games of tanks I've had in ages. And so I'm thinking, you know what? I'm not risking it for just that 64 damage because while I do have theoretically enough alpha to kill him in one shot, I also don't. It's 440. If it's 500, maybe. But if I low roll, that artillery will kill me. It doesn't matter. So I decide I'm going to cap. I'm going to get in the cap, and I'm going to take a position in the cap where it's not super obvious where I might be. And so we're sitting in the cap, and I'm thinking, okay, the artillery might have moved into this corner. I'm not sure where they are because we have no idea the last time they fired. And there you go. We got into the cap first. That's the win. And so I just drive up here in front of the absolute remains of the Reichstag, and I'm just going to chill here. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to cap before he will. That's the game. We won. This is amazing. This is huge. And we were just screaming in Discord about how proud we were. And yeah, TVP, you're my hero, dude. You're my hero. It was really great to have some, encouraging chats in there while we were doing this. And this was just one of those games that really reminded me of why I play this game. But interesting. So the artillery has moved. Now this is a tough scenario because I could wait here and that would force the artillery to either go into the wings of the map and shoot in that area, or I go back to where I was. And so the M5355 is a fast tank. It could get here in time, theoretically. And so you can see I'm aiming, I'm waiting, but I've got the HE loaded, so, there's a lot of debris between me and him. I've got 13, 12, 10 seconds left before this cap is done. Can I do it before the artillery shows up? Is the artillery really going to try to go TD mode? And there you go. 3, 2, 1. That's it there. Oh my. That's how close I was right there. That's how close I was to throwing at the last second. I could not believe it. The shock. And this would have been a draw, I believe, if he had killed me there, which would have crushed me. Absolutely crushed me if I avoided the artillery for the whole game, only to be obliterated at the end. But there you go with the dust cloud from the let's get rid of that dust cloud. There we go. Now let's get a nice view. With the dust cloud away, the STB proves once again that this is just an absolute incredible machine that is a blast to play. And really, this is all about my team. This game is about my teammates, my platoon mates, who came in clutch to secure a win that I will honestly remember for the rest of time that I play World of Tanks. Amazing game. 10 out of 10. Never forget. I hope you enjoyed the game. Let me know if you thought, we could have done this better. What would you have done in this scenario? Would you have given up? Don't give up, friends. Coming up next on the channel, I'm going to be ranking all of the high-tier loot box tanks from Christmas this year. Some really great ones, also a couple of stinkers, but a good year and some really interesting gameplay coming there. Anyway, friends, enjoy Holiday Ops. I hope you have some great big games. Take it easy. Take care. We'll see you next time.